Welcome to Legal Breath and Body. I'm glad you've joined us today. Today, let's bring ourselves into a comfortable seat. Start to take a deep breath. There's a lot of change going on in the world right now. A lot of conversations, disruptions, anger, fear, and trying to express our feelings around what's going on. Sometimes we can get lost trying to find our voice, our right expression to help others, to help ourselves. Let's just take a big breath and start to come back to our center. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. As you inhale, start to feel the cool air come through the nose, going through the back of the throat. As you exhale, start to feel the warm air, maybe placing your hand in front of you. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Start to close your eyes if you haven't already, or maybe just softly gaze at a point in front of you. Allow the mind to still. Recognizing that thoughts are things, they come and go. Feelings are things, they come and go. Bring your attention back to the breath. As we've been working the last few weeks through the chakras, which is an ancient Indian system of recognizing the energy centers in our bodies to bring health and awareness to different areas of our life. Starting from the root chakra, which brings us back to the earth, finding more balance, to the second or sacral chakra, which brings us more creativity and expression. Then the third chakra, which is in the solar plexus, bringing us a sense of confidence and purpose in our place in the world. Up to the heart, which is our center of compassion and love and feeling and connection with others. And this week, we're talking about the throat chakra, which is up in the esophagus, in the area where the breath comes through. Opening up in this area can bring attention to our self-expression, our true voice, feeling heard, feeling like your inner voice is able to express itself in the outer world. So take a moment, maybe even placing your hand gently over your throat. Start to feel the air as you breathe in, going through the throat, all the way into the lungs. And as you exhale, start to constrict the back of the throat. And as you, it's like you're trying to fog up a mirror in front of you. Maybe taking your hand in front of you and feeling the warm air as you exhale out, constricting the back of the throat. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, constricting the back of the throat, feeling it closed off in the back as you exhale warm air out of the mouth, like you're fogging up a mirror. Inhale, this time keeping the mouth closed, but still feeling that coarseness at the back of the throat as you exhale. Taking a few at your own pace. Breathing. Trying not to control the breath. Just becoming aware of the inhales and exhales through the throat. Gently start to open the eyes. Take your hands back down to your lap. And take a deep inhale, reaching the hands up over the head, up to the sky as high as you can. Maybe start to look up towards the sky, opening up in the neck and the jaw. Inhale, exhale, bringing your hands to your heart center. Take a moment here to set your intention for the class, for the day, maybe for the week. An intention is a deep purpose or just sense of being, maybe something you desire or are working on. And as a group intention, setting our practice to open up our true voices. Seal your intention with your breath. And gently come up to standing, coming over to your mat. Or just a place on the floor where you can spread your arms. Start to walk out, just walking in your space, walking forward, walking backward. Keeping in line with that breath. And if you're close to a wall or just the surface, start to take your hands over to that surface. Start to spread the fingers wide. So all 5 fingers spreading wide, pointing the index fingers up to the ceiling. Start to walk the feet back and start to bend at the hips, keeping the torso in line. And start to deepen into your stretch, pressing into the wall or the surface, opening in the chest. Bring your chest towards the floor. Open in your jaw. And here you can make a few faces. No one's watching. So maybe sticking the tongue out wide, opening the eyes wide. Lion's face. My kids love this one. Opening the throat, opening your voice. Gently start to walk back towards the wall and coming back towards your chair. You can take a seat in your chair. And here, bring your feet the distance of your hips. And start to round in the back. Drop the chin towards the chest. So looking at the spine as it curves, bringing the chest in towards the torso. As you inhale, start to bring the chest up towards the sky. Bring the arms behind, maybe reaching for the back of the chair. Open up the jaw, open up the eyes. Keep it in the stretch with your breath. Inhale, coming back in. hugging the belly in towards the back of the spine, bringing the chin in towards the chest. And breathe. Inhale, coming back, opening the chest up to the sky, opening the throat, bringing the arms behind, maybe touch the back of the chair, roll the shoulders back, breathe. Gently coming back to neutral. From here, start to stand up again, coming into a tall mountain pose, bringing your hands up to the sky, bringing your feet together. Start to feel into each side of the foot, finding your balance, reaching one arm at a time towards the sky. So open up in one side of the body, open up in the other side, reaching the fingertips towards the ceiling, opening up in the jaw and the face, releasing any tension, and breathing. Now start to sweep the arms and come sit back like you're going to sit in your chair. And if you want to sit in the chair, you can certainly do so, coming all the way down. Or maybe just come down halfway. So keeping the knees over the ankles. And maybe here is fine. Or maybe start to deepen in the stretch with your breath. Breathing. Reaching the arms up. And exhale, coming forward gently, maybe touching the knees or touching the shins. If you're in your chair, come into a forward fold here, just dropping the arms towards the floor. Open up in the throat, the jaw. Allow your breath to guide you here. So never want to force anything in yoga. Just allow it to release with each breath. So inhaling through the top of the head as you extend the spine, and exhale maybe a little bit deeper into the stretch. Coming gently back up to neutral. Let's do that once again. Coming up to standing, reach the arms up to the sky. Start to sweep them behind and maybe coming into a half seat. And deepen with your breath. Exhale, forward fold, maybe touching the shins, touching the knees. Breathe. Inhale, slowly back up, rolling your shoulders back. Take your feet wide, wider than your hips, pointing the toes toward the corners of the mat or the corners of the room. And from here, start to straighten in the knees, coming up, taking the arms out wide, take the chest out wide, reaching like a star, pointing all 5 corners, from the head, the arms, the feet, like a shining star in the sky. Breathe. Gently take your hands to your hips, and here start to do a few hip circles, bringing your hips to the right, the back, the left, the front, slowly moving. And then switch direction, coming back around to the right, the front, the left, the back. Good. Now take your hands behind your back, and you'll want to maybe just gently touch fingers or clasp them together and start to bring them down towards the floor behind you. Opening up the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back, keeping the legs wide. Start to bring the hands down towards the floor. Opening up in the neck. Start to lift the face towards the ceiling. Opening up in the jaw. Breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping that idea of the air going along the back of the throat, fogging up the mirror in front of you with each breath. Gently come back up to neutral. Take your hands to your hips. Take your left foot to the side of the mat. Take your back foot at an angle. Keep the front heel in line to the back inner arch. Start to press in the back arch to lift up even taller. So this back leg is straight. Start to take the front knee should be slightly bent. From here, start to reach the back hips back and take the arms out wide. Taking the front fingers, reaching as far as you can, and then slowly starting to bring them down to the leg, maybe pressing them on the thigh or on the shin. Open up the right shoulder. Maybe reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Opening up in the chest, open up in the jaw, the throat, breathing. And be mindful of your toes. Easy to grip when we find a position that might be challenging. Try not to grip in the toes. Just allow them to relax. Deepening in the stretch with each breath. And here it can be helpful as well if you have a chair or a block or something to place the hand on. Maybe open up a little bit more in the upper shoulder, reaching up tall, up towards the sky, extending in the side body. Triangle pose. Breathe. Inhale, press in the feet to come back up to standing. Bring the front toes in and bring the other toes out to the side of the mat. For me, it's my right side. Pointing those toes forward and bring the back foot at an angle. Keeping the back leg straight. Reach up through the back hip. Wrap that back hip around to come in line with the ankle. From here, keep a slight bend in the knee. Start to reach the arms out. Reaching the front fingertips as far as you can. And then gently dropping them towards either a chair or your shin, maybe the thigh. Wherever you are today, just acknowledge your body and where it is. Breathe. Maybe taking that other arm up to the sky, reaching it up, reaching the fingertips up, finding that energy, opening up in the throat, finding your voice and your expression. Breathe. When something starts to feel uncomfortable, just simply adjusting and breathing into areas that are tight to open up slowly. And then slowly press in the feet to come back up to standing. Good. Start to walk the feet in. From here, we'll come into a deep knee bend. If this is difficult on your knees, you can sit on a chair or maybe on a pillow. Taking the feet just a little wider than your hips. Pointing the toes slightly out. You can come a little far down. Maybe here is okay for you today. Or maybe just gently allowing the knees to release, coming slowly all the way down. And gently rock into it, not pushing anything, not forcing anything. Just opening up in the thighs. These areas are tight. We don't use them that much, especially if we're sitting all day at a computer or if we're sitting on the ground or a couch. So gently rock into each side. Maybe start to take the elbows to press the legs out a little further. Remembering to breathe. Press the hands together. Start a little flow here for the wrists. And start to press the hands together, bringing them down towards the floor as the palms start to split. Switch direction, pointing the fingertips down. Press the palms together, bringing them up to the heart. Switching direction when the palms split. This is good to open up the wrists. When we type on a computer or type on anything or use our hands a lot, the wrists can become very tight. It's a good one to open them up. Breathe. And from here, gently coming down to the floor, letting the feet come out into a simple straddle. Maybe a little closer is better today. Just feel where you are. Maybe opening up a little wider to deepen in the stretch. Pointing the toes up to the sky. So we don't want our toes to start to curl in. When they do that, it means the legs are a little too wide, so bring them closer together. Pointing the toes up. Taking your hands, maybe opening up in the thighs. Breathe. Inhale through the nose. Inhale at the top of the head. And exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Breathing with each movement. Deepening in the stretch. Inhale, top of the head. Exhale, deepen. Breathe. Slowly start to walk the hands back. Bring the feet together. Open up the knees, opening up the legs into a butterfly posture. You can take the elbows, maybe press the legs out a little deeper. Maybe open the feet up like pages of a book. Give yourself a little massage. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now slowly start to come on your back, keeping your feet on the floor and your knees bent. You can round the spine and start to come down to the floor, one vertebra at a time. Good. And from here, start to bring your heels in so you can reach your heels with your fingertips. And you can either stay here or start to press the hips up. Start to rock the shoulders under the back. Maybe start to clasp the hands together to press the thighs up. Let go of the glutes. Start to soften in the ribs. Pressing up a little higher. And exhale, coming down. Start to windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Good. Now start to press the feet up towards the sky. And you can stay here or start to drop one foot towards the ground, bringing it slightly until the heel's almost an inch above the ground. And then bringing it gently back up. Hugging the tummy into the spine, into the floor below. Taking the other leg down. And back up. Relaxing the head, relaxing the jaw. One more time, bringing the right foot down and back up. Bringing the left foot down and back up. Good. Gently bring the knees in towards the chest and start to rock side to side. Rocking over onto one side. Slowly start to press yourself up, coming back to your chair. Gently finding your seat on the edge of the chair. You can take one foot and bring the ankle over the other leg, opening up in the thigh. Reach up through the chest, reach up through the neck, opening that area. Start to feel in the hips, using your breath to open any areas that are tight. This is especially good if you sit a lot in an office chair or other kind of chair. Inhaling and exhaling. Maybe deepen in the stretch with each breath. Inhale, coming up. Start to reach the left arm up and take it over to the right side. Maybe the right leg, maybe the right hip. Take your other arm behind, maybe to the back of the chair. Deepening in a twist. Moving up through the top of the head to open up the spine and deepen with the exhale into the twist. Coming back to neutral, switch out the legs, taking the left ankle right over the right leg. Lifting up tall through the top of the head like that string is pulling from the top of the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, start to bring the torso over the legs. Breathe. Using your breath to guide you, not forcing anything. Remember, one side can be different than the other side. Maybe it doesn't want to do anything for you today, and that's okay. Just stay where you are, using your breath to open up any tight areas in the low back, in the hips, whatever's calling to you today. Coming back to neutral. Gently lift the right arm up, taking it over to the left side, maybe the left thigh. Maybe take the other hand behind the chair, opening up in the stretch and the twist. Breathing through the nostrils and exhale, deepen in the twist. And gently unravel, coming back to neutral. Coming back to your breath, to any changes in the body. Start to close your eyes. Feel any areas that have opened, or maybe they've gotten a little tighter and need a little bit more work. Just breathe into those areas. Coming back to your sense of self, your voice. Noticing your thoughts as they pass. Noticing the feelings that arise from the movements you've made, maybe from the thoughts you're having. Just notice them. Allow them to be what they are. Maybe gently placing the hand on the throat one more time and placing the other hand on the belly. You inhale. Inhale into that deepest area of expression, your true voice, your inner knowledge, your inner wisdom. Taking this practice with you as you go through the rest of the day. Take one more deep inhale up to the sky. Exhale. Bring your hands back to center. Thanking yourself for stepping on the mat today, for coming into your practice, taking time for yourself. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in your practice with all my light and all my love. Namaste.